This is our accommodation in downtown Tallinn, opposite the US Embassy, hence the rather fortified entrance. Ours isn't quite so formidable, but has quite an interesting lift, as you're about to realise. Yep. We're actually staying in a tower block that was built during the Soviet occupation in 1969, and the lift certainly harks back to that era, as we're about to demonstrate. Here we go.
You can show them this lovely entrance area.
Have a look at you.
So always lots of rumbling and clunking and slightly onerous sounding noises as you know it's coming. It's here.
Little peephole as well.
First scary clunk. Come on in.
Quite tight, as you can see.
You need to close the door. It's like being locked up in a stalag, no, what do you call it, a gulag. Right, what are we, floor 7?
Yeah. Bit like, ooh, blimey, it's like, bit like being in a shower cubicle as well.
Are we actually moving?
No.
Oh, we're off. And then look at through these little windows. You can see all the floors going by. You can spy on your neighbours, check they're not doing anything naughty. A nice sort of formica finish.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Wait for the clunk.
Oh. Scares me every time. Right, open the little doors and exit.
And I'll have to close them as well then, I don't want to get clunked
Not the
again.
little doors you don't, you just have to close the big clunker. Like that.
And where's ours? Here we are.
Yeah, and then we go like this. Like that. And we go like this. And in you go.
And inside, as you can see, it's actually still Soviet-like, but much more salubrious than the lifts, thankfully.
We like it.
We really did like it. Bags of space. It's nice and fresh and airy and clean, quiet.
Oh, our paperwork's on the floor from the wind.
Oh yes, and yeah, very airy. In fact, a little bit too airy there, but there we go.
Everything's blown on the floor.
A little bit of a kitchenette, not that we'll be using that very often. Quick look in the bedrooms. There you go, one double and one single. With a little sitting out area that we'll hope to perhaps try tomorrow evening if we're back in sufficient time. Oh, quite pleasant. The owner's really friendly as well and really helpful, and a lovely little touch which sort of sums her up are these strawberries which came from her sister's garden, her sister who lives
in the country.
This is a restored watermill in the open air museum in Tallinn, and inside it's been converted into a sort of aural artwork. This is inside a sub called Lembit at the Seaplane Harbour Museum. Look how incredibly tight those beds are. You're really careful not to bang your head on that as you get up. A little bit more salubrious here. This must be the captain's quarters.
If you press button, like the other one.
Very salubrious here. Goes on and on and on. And that, I think, is the end of the bus, so to speak. We're now in an area of the city called Kalamaya, which has now got quite a lot of old railway buildings and locomotives and railway sheds and such like, all quite bohemian and trendy. And talking of things bohemian and trendy, here's the trendiest one of them all, as he nearly trips over the bollard and gets run over. Looking at this potential E3.
A bit wet to sit outside, unfortunately. It's just started to rain, but how cool is this? You can go in there and have a meal in one of these carriages.
We'll have to give it a go.